So you have a credit score in the 700 to 800s. You're trying to get a mortgage, but you're not sure what mortgage type is going to be the best one for you. I'm going to share that with you. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what's the best place to go to, talking about a bank versus a mortgage broker to get your loan. Hey, so I'm Will Frazier, credit expert and real estate agent, and I'm here to give you credit tips to get you on track. So I know a lot of you out there have reached out to me and asked me questions about what's the best mortgage to go to once you've gotten your credit score up to a 700 or an 800. And you know, when you've gotten your score that high, you worked really hard to get there. And since you worked so hard and took your time trying to get to this state of credit immaculance, if that's a word, I know that you are trying to make sure that you get the best deal possible on your mortgage. And that means you want to have the best interest rate, and of course you want to have the best terms on your loan. Because is this something that you're going to be paying off for about 30 years, hopefully 15 years. But the thing is, there are so many different types of loans out there, and I'm not sure if everyone is aware of how many different loan types there are when it comes to getting a mortgage. But despite the various types, of course you want to know what's the right one for you based on your credit score so you get the best deal. Now, just to name a few that you may have heard of, there is a VA loan and there's also a USDA loan. The reason why I mention these two loans, and there's another one I'll bring up in a second, but the reason why I mention those two loans is because those two both have 0% down payment. Now, the one thing about those two is that you do have to qualify to be able to obtain them. With the VA, of course, you have to be a veteran, and with USDA, of course, you have to get a home in a rural area in order to be able to qualify for that loan. Now, the type of loan that you're really going to want to get is going to be the conventional loan if you don't qualify for those two loans, if you have your credit score in the 700 to 800. So I'm going to explain to you the reason why the conventional loan is the option that you want to go for if you don't qualify for the first two. But don't forget to stick around to the end so that you can see where's the best place to go to actually apply for that mortgage. But in the meantime, if you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you leave a comment and like the video. Now, the good thing about the conventional loan is that it has a 3% down payment. I know you've probably heard of it having a 20% down payment, but if you don't have any other mortgage loans out there that are conventional, you can enjoy a 3% down payment. Now, there are specific conventional loan types that allow this 3% down payment. A few of those are the Home Ready program, the Home Possible program, and also available through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Now, the thing about the conventional loan is, in most instances, you will see that it has a 620 credit score approval. However, it's usually very hard to get it. The last mortgage lender that I asked about getting a person approved at a 620 said that they hadn't heard of anyone getting approved at that score in at least a year. Now, in order to get approved for a conventional loan, a person's credit has to be squeaky clean, especially now with the COVID incident happening and guidelines being tightened very much by mortgage lenders. So that means you need to make sure that your credit report is looking really good with hardly any errors on it in order to get approved. And in that instance, usually your score is going to be a lot higher than the 600. Now, I told you I would let you know what is going to be the best place to try and go ahead and get approved for your mortgage. Now, the options that a person has is usually a bank or going to a mortgage broker. Now, there may be some other options, but these are the two that we're going to discuss because they're the ones that are mostly used in my experience. Now, I usually recommend that a person go to a mortgage broker over a bank, and that's in most situations. The reason for that is because usually you'll see less fees going to a mortgage broker, they have more options, and they have lower score requirements than most banks do. Now, when it comes to the banks, they usually have some additional fees included in their loan process, and also they have higher score requirements and more stipulations they put on you in order to get approved for the loan. Now, if you can get approved for the same type of mortgage loan with a lower score, wouldn't that be more beneficial to you? And I'm pretty sure you don't want to pay any extra money in fees either. But one thing that I can say where a bank may be the better option is if that bank has different programs or special loan types that are specific to that bank that actually give you extra benefits. But I hope this information was very useful to you and that you were able to apply this and hopefully go and get yourself the perfect loan for you if you feel that this was the perfect loan for your credit score. And if you've heard that another type of mortgage loan would be a better option at such a high score, 700 to 800, please tell us what that loan is in the comments. Now, if you are trying to get approved for a mortgage and your credit score isn't that high, you might want to see my video which explains what's a good credit score to get a house, where I break down different types of loans, all of them, and also tell you what scores you need to be in that range. And I also tell you what scores you would need in order to get approved for those different types of loans. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.